He hasn't conceded the election. The last.
I have no defense of that. Completely no defense of that.
Then what are we talking about? Then the discussion is over.
I mean,
because after that means nothing. If you can't concede the election, the jewel in our crown of America
is that we have peaceful transfer.
So many other countries had problems with the peaceful transfer. That's like the one that really trips everybody up.
Yeah.
And it didn't trip us up until him. And now it's going to trip us up.
Wait, but that's not, so I disagree with that, because for 4 years when he was president, Hillary Clinton, he's an illegitimate president. Stacey.
She didn't say that.
Yes, she did. It's on Twitter. It's on Twitter. Not. He's an illegitimate. Yes, it is. It is 100%.
Okay, if she said, I don't remember that.
It is.
It's certainly not something that's in the minds of the people in this country. It was not promulgated. Maybe she said it once, Bill, in some different context. It's to compare that. Like Hillary Clinton says he's not. He has made a career.
Bill, I mean this with total respect. I think to me that's a blind spot with you. That Hillary Clinton? When you just said that nobody really paid attention to that or anything, a huge percent of the country, half the country, saw Hillary calling him. There's a tweet. I mean, I can give you the tweet after.
Okay, it's one tweet. He has made a career of this.
But what do you mean? How many guests? I honestly don't know the answer to this, so I don't mean to make about you. But how many people were on MSNBC for 4 years saying he's a Russian operative or Russia installed him, or you know what I mean? I'm not even trying to defend Trump. That's not my.
I'm not sure that a lot of people said Russia installed him. What we said, and I would be part of this, is that nobody ever gave themselves over to a foreign entity like he did. Nobody ever said, please, other country, get involved in our election. Try to hack their emails. Nobody ever sided with a guy like Putin against our intelligence agencies. I mean, how can you really be a loyal American and say you're with the guy who sides with Putin publicly over the 17 agencies, all who had said one thing? Well, you know.
No, but they all now admit that it was all nonsense, right?
They don't admit that.
No. That wasn't it. Those 31 intelligence people now have all basically said
that Russia was involved in the election.
But they've all said it has nothing to do with the election.
How can you win with Russian interference, though?
That's
what
real
I'm scared about in 2020.
But rightly.
Because I think he's an illegitimate president that didn't really win. So how do you fight against that in 2020?
You are absolutely right.
And you can have the election stolen from you.
He's an illegitimate president in my mind.
Would you be my vice presidential candidate? Folks, look, I absolutely agree.
I agree with tens of millions of Americans who are very worried that when they cast the ballot on an electronic voting machine, that there is no paper trail to record that vote.
And despite the final tally and the inauguration and the situation we find ourselves in, I do have one very affirmative statement to make. We won.
Without voter suppression, Stacey Abrams would be the governor of Georgia. Andrew Gillum is the governor of Florida.
And Al Gore won that election. I think he won it anyway.
The one thing that Trump is fearful of when it comes to his being president is that finally we will see how illegitimate his victory actually was.
Anyway, my point on all of this is when I can tell you this. I went when I started turning on Trump, it was after I met him and I kind of was like, all right, he's not evil. He's not Hitler and he's certainly not a homophobe. But then one day I was driving home and I went outside of, Rodeo Drive where the Beverly Hills sign is over there, and they used to have these Trump rallies on Sundays. Right. And I saw one. I wasn't planning to go. I had no idea it was happening. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go and just see what it's like what it is.
Right.
It was a circus of the most, and I really mean this, and I wish you could have gone there. It was the circus of the most joyous, American-loving people that you have ever met, and it had nothing to do with politics.
Why are you saying they're
well,
joyous?
I mean, first off, it was joyous because people were happy, which is a weird thing in LA. There's not a lot of happy people here. There's sort of like whatever it is, but it's not a lot of happy people.
Sounds like they were Trump loving, not America loving.
There were American flags everywhere.
Stopping it there, and welcome to Mika Reaction Reviews, where we're reacting to things on the internet. Same day, same shirt, different video. And today we are reacting to Dave Rubin on Bill Maher's podcast. This is a separate show from his Real Time with Bill Maher. This is his personal podcast. And I think it was kind of a little bit of a big deal that Dave Rubin went on here and had a discussion or a talk with Bill Maher for over an hour probably, and even talked a little bit because, you know, they're on opposite sides of the political coin. However, they probably agree on a lot of things but disagree on some things. And I just decided to react to this clip because it was titled "Why Bill Maher Hates Our Ex-President." There's a lot of stuff that Bill Maher is saying. Granted, he seems like he's high, stoned, or drunk. He's a little bit slurry, so maybe he's not in tip-top shape when it comes to articulating himself properly. But making a career out of denying the election results, I mean, what does that even mean? Our ex-president had a long career for generations and decades before he even became president. So I don't know how he made a career out of it, and he didn't start denying the results to the end of his presidency. Again, how did he make a career out of it? So I think that's a bit of a stretch, a bit of an exaggeration, but this is not the first time any person has ever denied the results of the election or questioned the results of the presidential election or any election. This has been going on literally throughout the history of America. But I don't know, I guess the goldfish TikTok memory has just become like a plague and everyone forgets about the history of the United States. Like, how many times were the votes recounted when it was against President Bush and was it Bush and Al Gore? How many times was the votes recounted? He's right what he said about Hillary Clinton, saying he was not the real president, or Stacey Abrams, and they're even now already talking about if they don't win in the midterms that you probably want to look at the election results. They're already talking about it. They're already denying the election results for the midterms if they do not win. If there's a red wave, they're already fucking denying it. So the fact that like Bill Maher is making it seem like no one ever denied it, no one ever questioned the results, this was always the jewel in the crown of America. Like, no, this has been going on forever. The left or the Democrats denying Trump is not the first time, not the last time. It will happen multiple times again. It's frustrating when people choose to willfully be ignorant of that. I don't think Bill Maher is ignorant. I think he knows exactly what's going on. I think he knows exactly what's been said. Yes, he's sort of in this bubble, but I think he is choosing to just sort of be willfully ignorant of it because he's very loyal to his side when it comes to politics, when it comes to political ideology. I have Bill Maher on his channel lots of times because there's a lot of the things that he says, especially when he goes after the woke left or the wokeism that's destroying society and the younger generation, because I agree with him. But I don't think he's doing that because he's doing some sort of red wave grift. I think he's doing that because he knows it destroys his side. It hurts his political side. So he's pointed it out to help his side, not because he's becoming a conservative, not because he's becoming a Republican. He's very, very loyal to his side, but I don't like tribalism. So this is one of the things about Bill Maher that I really, really despise. He's very hypocritical and he's very double standard when it comes to politics. He will ignore the downfalls and hypocrisy and the corruption of political leaders on the left, but very much highlighted on the right. And he would applaud leaders on the left when they do something good, but completely ignore it when it comes to the right. That's one of my biggest qualms with Bill Maher, is that he's not consistent when it comes to criticism and praise when it comes to politics. Now, when it comes to the culture war, he's very vocal, but again, I think he's vocal because he thinks it hurts his political side, not because he's, grifting or he's becoming red-pilled or woke or anything like that. I think Bill Maher has always been this way, but to pretend that our ex-president was the only one that was ever, or anyone on the right was the only people that ever did this when it comes to election denial or questioning the votes, it's just stupid. Like, it's just like, well, you're just born, because it's been going on for decades and generations. In almost every election, there's at least one person going, I don't know, we should maybe recount. Come on. Anyway, guys, that's enough ranting. We're getting back into Bill Maher and Dave Rubin.
There were gays for Trump, Latinos for Trump.
Really?
Yes, everywhere, and nobody cared. And by the way, they didn't burn down Rodeo Drive like Black Lives Matter and anything. It was, and then I started going back. I went a few times and I did live streams from there. And I'm telling you, you could have walked in that audience and people would have, yes, with a certain amount of people have been like, fuck Bill Maher and blah. But you know what? A lot of people would have been there like, you know what? Bill Maher's here. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Which, think how different that would be than if you went to an AOC rally where you would be hated beyond imagination.
You're right.
I don't mean that as
No, it's
like
right.
it's just true. It's
all-
just true.
They're more, the left are more purists.
It's weird. Like
They're-
Trump,
right.
the Trump people, again, I'm not
Jacobins,
defending everything
yeah.
he's done.
No, I
He's a New
understand.
York City businessman.
So
about-
let me ask
Yeah.
you this: when he said that thing about you could have all the pussy you wanted,
Yeah.
what went through your mind?
Well, first off, I didn't vote for him the first time around.
No, but
So I'm just telling you.
that's not what went through your mind.
No, but I'm just giving you context. I didn't
Okay.
vote for him the first time around. I
But
begrudgingly
then you
came.
saw the great job he did.
Well, but yeah, I did.
Oh, wow.
Lowest all-time black unemployment. I think that's what liberals care about. Lowest all-time Latino
Oh,
unemployment.
okay. Don't give me the talking points. We're not on.
Bill,
Glenn-
those are real
We're not on
things.
TV
Okay,
now.
fine, but those are
Okay,
real things.
I don't want
real things. Universe is talking.
Okay,
Real things.
the universe. Yeah, really.
when he said the thing
let me
about-
tell you,
Bill,
the
Bill,
universe
Bill, you-
had anything to do with Donald Trump,
thing
it
about
would
Grandpa
throw a
Bill-
fucking thunderbolt
Bill,
through his
Danny
nuts.
Thomas used to shit on a window and let people see it. So it's like to
Not
Trump,
a window,
no,
a table.
No, but
He
it was a
would get
glass
under
table.
the
It was a glass
table.
table, and then
Right.
yeah. Thank God this isn't a glass table.
Remind
Because
me,
then
I've
I
got to
know
get a different table here.
I don't.
All right.
I'm not saying he grabbed him by the pussy or he didn't grab him by the pussy or anything else. To me, politics is fucked up beyond imagination. No one knows that more than you. As someone that's tried to be an honest.
Okay, that's it there. That was Bill Maher and Dave Rubin. See, the thing with when Dave Rubin was trying to give him the accomplishments of our ex-president, I'm trying not to say the word because I'm on thin ice with the YouTube, the name, you know who I'm talking about. But he didn't want to hear it because, again, I feel like his hate for him runs deep. He's trying to use, well, he denied the election. You've been hating Donald for a very long time, Bill, so it has nothing to do with that. It's just like, I need to find a reason to make my hate sound legitimate, right? It's the same thing when, right now, when people are hating on Kanye West because of his comments that he's apologized for multiple times for. It's not that they really care about the comment he made. It's that they're still bitter about the red hat that he wore. And so now they feel like they have a legitimate reason not to like him, and so they'll just use that over and over again. But like, Bill has hated him for many, many, many years. It has nothing to do with that. He now just feels like he has a legitimate reason to say so. But he doesn't want to hear the accomplishment because I need to hold on to my dislike and hate for him, so I don't want to hear it. And again, this is the hypocrisy that I say that I can't stand about Bill Maher, where the accomplishment that our ex-president did, if it was Biden who was doing that, he would not stop talking about it. But he can't give an inch to the other side because he's very, very loyal to his political side or his political ideology. That's how he's always been. And that's the other thing. When Dave Rubin said about like, I'm not even supporting him, I'm not even defending Donald, I'm not even, trying to praise our ex-president. And that's the same thing for me because I'm not a Donald supporter. I'm not like a fan of him or anything like that. I'm not saying I would or wouldn't vote for him, but I'm just saying like, I feel like it's gotten to the point where people who wouldn't normally defend a multi-billionaire or millionaire feel a need to speak up because it's like we're not defending him. We're just trying to steer you from lying. We're just trying to point out the facts. We're just trying to point out the actual history. We're just trying to, correct you when you're wrong. And it comes off like you're this big stan, but you're not. You're just trying to have integrity, value, and principles and go, no, that's not actually true. Oh, no, that's not what he actually said. And then people stamp you as a Donald lover, and it's like, no, I'm just a lover of truth, factuality and reality, not just being like, I'm going to say whatever I need to say to make the other side look bad as possible. And that's for anything. If someone lied about what AOC said, and I'm not a fan of AOC. If someone said AOC said this outrageous thing and she didn't really say that, I'll be like, AOC didn't actually say that. And then some, tribalistic conservative will call me an AOC lover. And it's like, no, I just don't like lies. And sort of acting surprised that there's Black or Latino or gay supporters of Donald is also, again, it feels disingenuous because I know he's interviewed people that are Black, queer, and gay, or Black, Hispanic, and gay who are Donald supporters. So I feel like you've interviewed people, so I know you know this. So it just feels odd that he's sort of being like, oh, really? I didn't know that. I feel like he's being willfully ignorant on purpose here because I think he does know these things. But again, he's like, I can't draw attention to that because I am still loyal to the side of the coin. I don't think he will ever give up that loyalty. But again, when Bill Maher says something I agree with, I'm going to point out that I agree with things that he says because I'm not a tribal person. I don't do the whole thing of like, well, he says this, so I won't listen to anything he ever says, because that makes you know better than when Bill Maher is being hypocritical and not giving Donald the wins when he has wins, right? But anyway, tell me guys, what do you think of this video in the comment section below, what I say, what they're saying. In the comment section below, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell to get the notifications when I do upload. All of that really does help with the algorithm, guys. And if you'd like to support this channel further, you can donate. My PayPal me link is in the description box below and also in the comment section. Of course it helps, but you don't have to. You can just like, comment, and subscribe. Another great way to support this channel is either join my brand new membership program, different levels, different tiers, different perks, or you can visit my brand new merch shop. Links down below and links to all of the alternative platforms I'm on, including my Discord, my Rumble, my Odyssey, my Twitter, and all the other links that I have on this platform is always in the links down below. And again, I implore you to please go sign up for those links, so follow me on other platforms, because if I do just disappear, then there's other ways that we can communicate. And also, if you like, you can super thank. I also have a second travel vlog channel. I travel as a lifestyle, or I live abroad. If you'd like to know where I am in the world, you can go to the description box below and also in the comment section, hit the link, go subscribe to my travel vlog channel, and or follow me on my travel Instagram. My stories is usually what's most up to date. And you guys have an amazing day.